It has to be a sustainable business model. We've forgotten what that looks like. It needs to focus on, I say this a lot, great data products don't start with technology. Great data products start with users and customers. It starts with their needs. You find an unmet or underserved customer segment, and that's where you start data products. And you work your way back. Find use cases and needs that cannot be met any other way. That's what changes. Is we have to do this in a more rigorous way. We have to create frameworks or it's chaos. We have to introduce some order to the process of selecting opportunities, defining initiatives, measuring success. Prioritization frameworks are critical. We need self service tools because data teams shouldn't be handling reporting requests. We got infinite technology in the universe, and we're still acting like we're driving around in a Ford POS. I mean, just it's so backwards right now. So we need to approach this from a completely different perspective. And that is monetization cash first, not growth at all costs. Growth at all costs should be an organic thing. Great products are going to grow organically as long as the company understands how to do basic sales and marketing organically. Look at OpenAI. That's the blueprint for how you get communities built and ecosystems built around products. Microsoft is teaching that masterclass right now on how to monetize models where people pay for inference, not for some feature you're building on top of it. They are paying for raw inference. That's why OpenAI is such a valuable company right now is they're the first ones who have ever had a viable AI or machine learning as a service business model. It's the first one we've ever seen, which is viable. It's not BS. This isn't vaporware. It's actually able to power functionality and features people will pay for. Once we get about 6 months to a year of track record, this will shift perception because it's real. And that's when CEOs start getting interested, is when they start seeing cash, strategy comes forward. This is going to be the shift in thinking. How do we actually make money? Now that CEOs see the technology is viable, why? Because things are actually being delivered that are products that are working. They can see it work. They can put their hands on it. They can use DALI 2. They can use Stable Diffusion. They can use ChatGPT. They can use all this stuff. And for the first time, they know they're using a model supported product. So CEOs are going to get very, very interested in anyone who can explain how to make this business model work. That's the opportunity for data scientists who are looking for a different place to go in their career. If you have that business side, you can be a strategic leader, you can be a data product manager, you can be a technical strategist. You can go into one of those roles and help the business redefine how it functions. Redefining the business model to include a technology model helps the company sort of frame this journey, this continuous transformation that they'll be going through. But if we don't connect it to value, there's no way to justify the cost. That's the shift in thinking. We have to create sustainable, viable business models. These have to pay for themselves incrementally. We can't say growth at all costs. It'll sort of maybe come together later. We have to have a definitive timeline for returns. We have to talk about break even. Those words have to come out of our vocabulary. When will we break even? When will this initiative be profitable? How do we ensure that there is a high likelihood that we will deliver and that we will get the returns that we're expecting? All of these are new concepts, strategies coming forward, monetization, customer needs, all of that is coming forward. Those are all the main changes that we're going to see coming in the next 12 months. Some data teams will successfully navigate the new environment and they will thrive. You'll see investment in them, even in companies where revenues are declining. You will see growing data teams because the monetization is there and it's proven. In other businesses, you're going to see the data team commoditized. They will be smaller. They will be focused on some pretty rudimentary use cases. Not going to be fun to work at those companies. And the demand for some roles will suffer significantly. Some data scientists are going to struggle to find a job because they're slowly realizing that what they've been doing for the last 5 years, 7 years isn't really data science. It's more what self service tools now are starting to handle. Data scientists are going to be challenged. This will be a challenging but really opportunity filled time. So I don't mean to sound gloom and doom. This is a great time to be a data scientist. We just have to change a few things.